Hello, welcome to Study Circle. Today we are going to read the class 6th standard geography chapter 2 globe, latitudes and longitude. Globe. Globe is a true model miniature form of the earth. Globes may be of varying size and type. The big ones which cannot be carried easily, small pocket globes and globe-like balloons which can be inflated and are handy and carried with ease. The globe is not fixed. It can be rotated the same way as a top spin or a potter's wheel is rotated. On the globe, countries, continent and ocean are shown in their correct size. The poles. The top and bottom of the earth are called the poles. They are similar to the top and bottom of the globe. The top is called the North Pole and the bottom is called the South Pole. Axis. The way a globe rotates around the pivots, the earth also rotates around an imaginary line. The imaginary line around which the earth rotates is called the axis of the earth. Equator. An imaginary line running on the globe divides into two equal parts. This line is known as the equator. The northern half of the earth is known as northern hemisphere and the southern half of the half is known as southern hemisphere. Parallel of latitude. All parallel circles from the equator up to the poles are called parallels of latitudes. Latitudes are measured in degrees. Important parallels of latitudes. Tropic of Cancer, 23.5 degree north in the northern hemisphere. Tropic of Cancer, 23.5 degree south in the southern hemisphere. Arctic Circle at 66.5 degree north of the equator. Antarctic Circle at 66.5 degree south of the equator. Heat zones of the earth. Torrid zones. The midday sun is exactly overhead at least once a year on all latitudes in between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. This area therefore receives the maximum heat and called the torrid zone. Temperate zones. Beyond the tropics, the midday sun is never overhead. This happens because the sun rays come at a slant in these areas. So this part of the earth receives the mild temperature. These zones are called temperate zones. Frigid zones. Areas between the Arctic Circle and the North Pole and those between the Antarctic Circle and the South Pole receive sun rays at a big slant. Due to this, the sun is never much above the horizon, so this part of the earth receives the least amount of heat and remains very cold. These zones are called frigid zones. Longitude. The imaginary line which run from one pole to another are called longitude. These are also called meridians of longitude. The earth has been divided into 1800 longitudes towards the east and 1800 longitudes towards the west. The prime meridian and 1800 longitude together divided the earth into two equal halves. Both 1800 east and 1800 west are on the same line. Use of latitudes and longitudes. Latitude and longitudes help us in finding the exact location of the place on the earth. Longitude and time. We know that the earth takes about 24 hours to make one rotation on its axis. Thus, the sunrise and sunset easily tells us about morning and evening times. When the sun is directly overhead, it is midday and you cannot match your watch at 12 noon at this time. The sun casts the smallest shadow when it is directly overhead, but the relative position of the sun in the sky keeps on changing as we move across the globe either from east to west or vice versa. Here are some pictures from NCERT book about the axes, North Pole and South Pole. Another picture is of the map of the world and its latitude and heated zones. This is North Pole frigid zone, South Pole frigid zone. This is called South temperate zone. This is equator, and the green part is the torrid zone, and this is North temperate zone. Thank you. Keep watching.